What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for tuning back to the channel. And today's video is a little different. I'm going to explain some things that's been going on. We're going to get into the 65. Where has she been? What has been happening? And did we paint the car? And the car hasn't been on the channel a while just because I've had a lot going on the past month or so, and I really apologize. It's been affecting my YouTube, it's been affecting my life, and the past month has just been very hectic, so I want to get into it. First off, we haven't forgot about this car. It's waiting on title stuff. We can't get it titled yet until it's inspected by the state. A whole big thing. So we'll get into this car eventually. Where to begin? First off, all month I've had COVID. So I had COVID. I still have it right now, but I'm in the shop by myself. Got the heater on, and I'm fine now. But I've been in quarantine for probably about a week or two, and I'm just kind of keeping my distance. But I'm going a little crazy, so I figured I'd make a video. Why not? So along with COVID, I've had to deal with. I've got a new job. I got a new job about 2 months ago. It's really crazy. I'm about to graduate school, and I had already got a job. So I drive about 30 minutes to work every day. I work full time, about 50 hours a week. And now school started yesterday. So I'm working full time, doing school full time, and then trying to make time for all this as well. So it's been very rough, and I apologize. It has affected YouTube a lot. I really wanted YouTube to be #1, and it's really hard trying to balance everything. So I'm trying to get into a schedule of where I can figure something out. So bear with me, it will get better. Which leads into one, I'm also moving, kind of. It's been a lot lately. We've been very busy, but this gets into why we haven't unveiled the 65, which I'm staring at right now. The reason we haven't unveiled it yet is because I had this big plan on filming a huge scene, and everything, just nothing panned out with it. I was gonna had a couple buddies gonna help film it. They ended up getting COVID, and as soon as they're fine, I ended up getting COVID, and the car hasn't been on the channel in like a month. So I figured I just need to show you guys, because I have 2 or 3 videos already ready to upload, but I need the unveil of this car to come out first. So I guess that's enough talking about me. The plan is to upload a lot more content at least once a week. I'm going to try to upload once a week with something very meaningful, and it's just a more solid video, not just kind of messing around and putting pieces together of like, today I did this, took this apart, when I want a full polished full video. So along with that, this video should be the first video that I have someone else editing for me. So Justice is probably editing this right now, but this is the first video where I have someone else editing for me. So I'm trying to figure out how I can keep the videos coming without investing hours and hours into editing, because it takes a long time. So we're gonna try this out and see how it works. He's a lot better editor than me, so hopefully something cool happens. But anyway, enough of me talking about life and everything. Let's get into what you guys have been dying to see, and that is the 65 Coupe. The paint turned out amazing. It's a little dusty right now because we painted it over a month ago. But without further ado, we'll flip the camera over here, show you guys what we got. So guys, there you go. It's dusty, it's dirty, I'm sorry, but it's done. I mean, the car is painted It's all put back together. We got a couple things still left to do that'll be in future videos. I'll show you guys here in a second. But yeah, so basically you're probably asking, why didn't you film it being painted? Well, like, you could have, this thing's obviously been painted for months. Why is there no footage? So there actually is some, but at the time of painting it, it was me and Charlie, you guys have seen 1,000 times, we're painting. And we were putting, this is the first car we've ever painted fully. We've painted parts before. This is the first full car we've ever painted. And I think we did a great job. But we had some prep catastrophe, between everything, I just did not want to film, because I didn't want to put so much effort into filming and then not put that effort into painting the car. So I just sat the camera down and put all the effort into painting the car, and I got a really good product out of it. Next time when we paint a car, I'll film everything. But so I do have some clips I will show you guys here, but it's just paint day. We got some time-lapse stuff when we did paint it. We painted it right here. We hung a tarp up from the ceiling, painted it right here. So let's show you guys those clips just to make that happen. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's the car. This 65 Mustang finally got painted. Has been the biggest obstacle we've been trying to overcome, and it finally happened. So the paint job is not done. We have a lot of wet sanding to do. There's a decent amount of orange peel, but that's given with the circumstances and everything. It was super stressful, but we made it happen. The car is painted. Let's take you guys around back. It looks absolutely, I mean, it's not perfect, but you can see a little bit of orange peel in here. But it looks great. There's some dust, some bugs fell in it. We'll get this all sanded out. I mean, it really turned out well though. The whole car has been painted, and the shine on it turned out very nice. But so how we set it up, we hung up plastic on the walls against the lift here, and then hung up plastic against the shelf so no dust would go out. We wet the floors down, which I think helped a lot with the paint setting. And then over here, we had the whole paint cart that I made. So we had mask, tack cloths, paint thinner, reducer. Here's all the paint supplies. Shout out to Patricia at Napa for hooking us up with some really good paint. We got the reducer, mixed it all up. It was nerve-wracking at first trying to figure out how to mix paint, but once I got the hang of it, it wasn't that big a deal. Got some mixing cups. This right here is the big papa of them all. The Harbor Freight Central Premium gun. It did absolutely fantastic. We ended up getting a bigger reservoir on the top, a pressure regulator on the gun, and an air water filter as well. Plus this little stand made everything easy with straining, and having it all here to mix was fantastic. Plus I was really worried about this compressor because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be big enough, but this thing ran phenomenal. It's only a 21-gallon tank from Harbor Freight, and it had no problem at all keeping up with it. It went fantastic. I was so pleased with this thing. It did great. So we had 2 air water filters. They did fantastic. And this thing, I set the pressure on this thing and the pressure on the gun. So guys, we ended up going with 3 coats of base on the body and 4 coats of clear coat. So we knew when we were putting clear coat down that it wasn't going to flash well because of the weather and the reducer we picked. So we laid down enough clear coat for, we knew we were going to have to wet sand. So we can wet sand a couple layers off and it still should have no problem. Okay, so you guys see that. It was a very chaotic day. We were up till 4 a.m. Started after work at 6 and painted all night until about 4 a.m. and got the car completely done. So we had a problem where we were wearing vinyl gloves, and the vinyl gloves and the acetone broke down and made the whole car sticky. So we had to go get the degreaser. It was the biggest nightmare ever, but we got it painted. So yeah, car's painted, and I wanted to be driving it for you guys, and we have driven it. It drives okay. It still has some problems, but it's snowing right now, or it snowed. I'll show you guys. But yeah, it just snowed outside. So, but yeah, I can't really drive this thing in the snow. Last time we did that, I've got a clip. I'll show you guys. Last time we did that, it ended up getting almost stuck, and I think it started knocking. And so we're not gonna do that. She doesn't like the cold. But ever since we painted the car, we've completely redone all the heat, so it now has heat now. It's got a little blower motor issue, but we may end up replacing that again. But it's got all heat. We put the chrome valve covers on. We redid everything up front. We took out the mechanical fan, put the electrical fan in, which I'll show you guys. You can kind of see it right there, but putting the electric fan in on a switch. What else? We put a full exhaust on, which I have a video, which will be out next week. Yeah, we tried to put new wheels, those wheels, on this car. I'll show a picture of it, and it did not work. So we put the old wheels back on. We're not going to keep these wheels. We're probably going to go with something different, but I'm not sure yet. So let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. But this is the car. Ta-da! Big unveiling. Not as awesome as I wanted it to be, but considering everything, I really figured I just need to get this video out there to you guys, because it's waiting here to be driven, and it's January, so it sucks. But it sucks. But she's ready. We've got a couple little goodies hidden, some on the shelf over there, and let me just show you guys. So guys, whenever I picked up the 65's wheels that are now on the 06 here, I ended up picking up a transmission here. This is a T5 out of a 94 Mustang. So it's a 5-speed. In the other Mustang, there is a 4-speed, which is nice. But the problem with the 4-speed is that thing is geared so low that you physically cannot drive over 50 without cruising at 3,500 RPM. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I hate driving it because you can't go anywhere. It's so annoying. So I picked up this T5 here, put a short throw shifter on it, and we had to swap out to the input shaft. This will all be in another video. We'll get to it later, but basically we're going to be putting a 5-speed into the Mustang. So we'll have a built engine, a rebuilt 5-speed, and it's got a new clutch. The whole thing is completely redone. So we'll get into that later, but have that to look forward to. We will have a 5-speed in that car, which will be sick. Also guys, speaking on news, I got a puppy. What's up, dude? What do you say? Let him go back to sleep. His name is Cash, and he is the love of my life, and he's the best thing ever. So besides that, we're going to try to upload a video once a week. Me and Justice are hopefully going to put in a new system where I can get a video out at least once a week. If it works, maybe we'll move on to twice, but right now the goal is to get once a week. It's a new year, and we're going to make this happen. I'm tired of it not happening, you know? So I want to be able to set myself up for a good future, and then we can get to the point where this can take over. So with that going on, the plan with the cars, Eric, what's the plan with the cars? So this guy want to get done ASAP. So we're going to soft the trains in probably after this video, make another video on that. Now after that, 06 is getting taken to get inspected. We'll do all the paperwork and stuff on that. Take it outside. We'll do stuff like paint the bumper, paint the hood, little things like that. Not right now though. Not that worried about it. F100 is done for a little while until either something breaks or I just found the time I want to work on it. It's not a top priority. I have that car forever. It's not top on the list right now. Yeah, it is what it is. The Golf truck ran out of gas when I was trying to pull it in before the snow, so it's sitting outside. But it's completely torn apart. We're getting ready to do some paint, and yeah, that should be the game plan for that truck. We got a bunch of parts on the wall. I'll probably film a video putting it all back together. That's not right now though. That snow's gotta leave. A lot of stuff has to happen. We've got an Avalanche. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's an 04 Avalanche. It needs a little bit of work. We redid the whole interior on it, and we're kind of waiting for parts. It's got some exhaust problems. It's sitting outside because we didn't have room in here. So once we finish that, it gets sold, and yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. Once all that stuff is done, once everything is done, we will move on to this project right here. But we can't touch this project until everything else is done. That's my rule. Because I hate having all these projects right now. It's really frustrating me. I hate having so much. I want to have 2 projects at a time, and right now I have like 6, and it's frustrating me because I feel like I can't get it done. So that's the game plan for right now. I'm sorry this video was a whole lot of talking. Next video, hopefully you guys will hear this thing start up and stuff like that. It's too cold right now, and I don't want to start it up, to be honest with you. So big block race truck, forgot about that. It's sitting behind the building. We have some crazy plans for that. We'll get into that later. Not as big as you might think. Well, you guys have no idea, because I don't even know if it's gonna work or not. So don't even worry about that. Yeah, I think that's an update for you guys. So much crap has happened. So much crap. But guys, it's a new year, and the game plan is to stay up to date on the YouTube videos. Keep pumping out the content. I appreciate you guys supporting me so much, and hopefully we can bring some content to the next level. I like the plan I'm bringing in with Justice editing. I really think it could go somewhere, so we're gonna keep trying that, see how it works. And yeah, the car's painted. She's about to get a 5-speed, and then she's ready to rip. I mean, she is ready to rip. So sorry for all the talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys a ton, and if you got any questions for me, leave them in the comments. If you want to tell me I'm the worst YouTuber in the world, that works too, but I haven't given up yet. So I'm not one to give up, no matter how hard or how long it takes. We'll get there. Yeah, just let me know what you guys would like to see, but I really appreciate it sticking this far in the video, and if you have, I'll give you a little sneak peek on the project. Thank you guys a ton. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Check this out. It's a 69 fastback.